Hi, myself Logradhan. I am studying MBA second year in Weltech iTech Dr. Rangarajan Dr. Sakunthala Engineering College. My topic is a study on NEEM trainees absenteeism. Let's move on to my topic introduction. Absenteeism is a major problem but obstruct the economics perspective of any industries or an organization. It can be reduced but not completely eradicated. It is an every existence problem of the industrial sector. Absenteeism is one of the most widespread obstacles to productivity, profitability, and competitiveness. It causes overcome late deliveries, dissatisfaction customers, and a decline in morale among workers. Expected to cover for absenteeism colleagues. The indirect cost a decline the morale among workers expected to cover for absenteeism colleagues. It also affects its operation in terms of achieving the ultimate objectives. No organization can afford to neglect such costs due to the work unnecessarily absent from work. The company has to not only a production problem but at the same time they have to keep causes of absenteeism and introduction a system of effectively control this problem. Statement of the problem. The production floor of one facility is shared by the both permanent workers, blue collars, as well as the Indian digital consultancy of Government of India. Both have different opinion about the company and both share different views. This study is to examine the opinion satisfaction level on various parameters on both direct workers as well as the NEEM trainees. Objectives. Primary objectives is study on NEEM trainees absenteeism. Secondary objectives is to find the worker point of view regarding absenteeism, to understand the worker environment of the company, to find the way to reduce absenteeism in the organization. Now, scope of the study. The scope of the study is to focus on the implementation of the result in other expansion. Through this study, the organization will be able to find out the factor which impacts absenteeism among employees. The study examines to way to prevent the absenteeism of the employee. It helps the organization to find out the expectation of the employees about leave policies. I will explain my review of literature which I have collected. Absenteeism is the ratio of number of production man day or shift lost to the total number of production scheduled to work. The Labour Bureau 1962 defined absenteeism as the total shift lost because of absence as percentage of the total number of men shift scheduled to work. It temporary sections of work for not less than one whole working day of the worker when his presence is expected by the employer. Novels 1979. The author suggests the absenteeism could be Fedria 2014 analysis is useful to give an evaluation of the direct costs due to the absenteeism phenomenon, that is the cost due to service not applied, and about the indirect cost attributable to the company produce slowdown to lesser quality of the service and the consequent lesser competitiveness. We estimated that the only cost of sickness absence is about 1.5% of the total workforce cost paid by the ERA groups in 2011. Let's move on to chapter 3, research methodology. A design used for studying the role of absenteeism is descriptive research. A research strategy used for this study is survey strategy. Survey is the list of questionnaires aimed at specific data from a particular group of people. The population size for the survey is 110 people. Sampling methods and types. A convening sampling is the subset of a statistical population in which each member of the subset has an equal probability of being chosen. Sampling size of 110 respondents were obtained from the population. Secondary data are in the form of finished product as they have already been treated, statistically in some form or other. The secondary data mainly consists of data and information collected from records, company website, journals, magazines, and books. Primary data are in the form of raw material to which statistical method are applied for the sub, sub, proposed of analysis in interpretation. Questionnaire design. Questionnaire design is a research instrument consisting of a series of questions for the purpose of gathering information from respondent. Variables used to construct questionnaire. The following are the variables used to construct the questionnaire: training environmental, relationship with supervisor, absenteeism. Tools used from analysis. The data analysis tools is used this study are descriptive analysis, ANOVA one-way chi-square test. Findings. Some of the findings, most of the respondents are found to be between the age group of 21 to 25 years. It is purely 100% male candidate workplace. It is found that more than half of the respondents are unmarried. Majority 65% of respondents says that they reported on time to the training every day. Most of the respondents out of the sampling say that they can handle their personal life as well as their professional life. Most of the respondents, 86% of respondents, say co-worker support in learning as part of the training. Only 35% of respondents say they had risk accident in workplace. Chi-score stated that there is no relationship between the material status and training environmental. ANOVA stated that there is a significant relationship between experience and leave taken in a month. ANOVA also stated that there is a significant relationship between age and relationship with supervisor. Suggestion. Some of the suggestion. Before selecting the NEEM trainees for job, try to check about their health condition to avoid unnecessary leave. Need to improve work environment to reduce NEEM trainees stress towards the work. Provide proper bus facility for NEEM trainees that would encourage that workers to reach the work floor with any traveling stress. Workers must be give different job at different shift so that his job does not become monotonous, repetitive and boring. Flexi time can also be allowed within certain limitations. Conclusion. Thus, it can be observed that absenteeism can be controlled and reduced a great extent if the workers are committed, are supported by all levels of management. The study concludes that employees must be given proper training and there should be a good rapport between supervisor and the employees in the organization. Thus, the absenteeism of the NEEM trainees can be reduced.